live. Senator, your reaction to President Obama commuting the sentence of Chelsea Manning, you seem surprised.
Well, good afternoon, Jake. I am very surprised. Chelsea Manning pleaded guilty to very serious crimes, leaking highly classified information that put at risk the lives of our troops and our diplomats, our intelligence officers, allies who have helped us around the world. This was grave harm to our national security. Chelsea Manning is serving a sentence and should continue to serve that sentence. There'll be a time to review her sentence and seek a parole in the future, according to normal criminal procedures. But for the president, especially the president who's made so much recently about the danger that WikiLeaks has posed to our national security, to commute Private Manning's sentence, I just think it's very disappointing.
The human rights community, organizations like Amnesty, have said that Chelsea Manning was exposing human rights abuses and already had been over-sentenced because the military, through the court-martial process, wanted to make an example of her. What do you make of that argument?
Well, hundreds of thousands of pages of highly classified information were disclosed, and there's no doubt that it caused grave harm to our national security. And it's important that we have a deterrent effect by stiff penalties when a private in the United States Army takes actions that no one in the military should take, certainly a junior enlisted personnel. Again, Chelsea Manning's sentence would have been coming up for review and possible parole in the future. I wish Barack Obama would have allowed the military justice system to proceed and in due course, rather than short-circuiting the sentence 28 years before it was set to expire.
I remember when this happened, people in the national security community, people in the White House were very, very concerned that these thousands of pages of raw intelligence and information from the front lines of Iraq, from the front lines of Afghanistan, that they would expose our troops, our service members, diplomats, and our allies to danger. I ask you this question, and you might not have an answer, and I do not think that absence of evidence is evidence of absence. But do you know of any incident where somebody actually, through these WikiLeaks, found somebody and caused them harm because of the WikiLeaks? Is there any evidence that happened?
Jake, I don't want to speak about specific cases, in part because of the classification levels involved, but I do want to say that it caused serious national security harm, and what President Obama has done today is going to cause harm as well. All around the world, in virtually every country, there are people trying to decide whether they want to help America, whether they want to help our military, our intelligence agencies, and our diplomats. And when they see someone like Chelsea Manning leak highly classified information that reveals those sources, and then they see our president not take seriously the criminal penalties that our military justice system has imposed on Private Manning, it'll cause them pause on whether or not they can cooperate with America and remain safe in the future. So this is not just past harm, this is ongoing future harm as well.